Welcome to Honey and Brown.
Welcome. What do we do here?
We do anime and music.
Today?
Music corner. Or MJ corner.
Yeah. This part of the channel, if you're new, first of all, welcome. It's basically where I've already heard the song and I'm introducing it to my wife, who has heard nothing.
Yes.
But the journey that we've been going on for the last couple of months now is the Michael Jackson journey. You know, for those of you that know, sorry that you have to hear this again, but for the new ones here, Michael Jackson is a very important part of my life. You know, he was my first introduction to what music was. You know, my mom was always playing Michael Jackson as a kid, and that's honestly my first memory as a child of hearing music for the first time. So he's influenced my life since then, you know, and I became a huge lover of music. So it's kind of cool that I get to like play all these songs and all of these awesome moments by Michael Jackson to you, who's never really had much experience with Michael, and now you're like a super fan.
No.
So yeah, we've been starting the Dangerous era, and so far we've done 2 songs, Jam and Remember the Time. Both of them are on the channel. Go check it out. It's our last couple of videos. There's also a playlist in the description and in the pinned comment. But so far, how do you liking the Dangerous era so far?
Oh my god, I love it. I think it might be my favorite too.
Yeah, today we're doing a very special song. It's the MTV anniversary special. It's a live performance of the song. But yeah, I just want to say like thank you to everyone that's been commenting and requesting songs and just kind of supporting us. You know, you guys got us over 1,000, so we're so grateful.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's just jump on to it. Typically we have long discussions of the song afterwards, so if that's your jam, please stick around because we typically go pretty in depth about it. So the song we're doing today, I don't know if I mentioned it, but it's the Michael Jackson Will You Be There off of the Dangerous album. I'm not trying to hype it up, but the song hurts my heart.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, look at him. Oh, that beat. Oh. Oh, this part hurts.
darkest hour, in my deepest despair,
Oh,
will you still care? Will you be there? In my trials and my tribulations, through our doubts and frustrations, in my violence, in my turbulence, through my fear, in my confessions, in my anguish, in my pain, through my joy and my sorrow, in the promise of another tomorrow. I'll never let you part, for you're always in my heart.
whew. All right. So I actually want to do a double reaction because I want you to actually hear more of the studio version. I know this isn't the album version we're about to listen to, because in the album version there's about, I think, a 2-minute there's like an orchestra at the beginning. But I just this is the one that J2 Savvy sent and said, like, yo, if you're gonna do this song, do this version, because it's from the movie Free Willy.
Okay.
But yeah, so let's just get on to it before we do anything else. So again, this is a double reaction. Will you be there? The Free Willy version.
Yes.
Hold me like the river Jordan, and I will then say to thee, you are my friend. Carry me like you are my brother. Love me like a mother. Will you be there? Tell me, will you hold me? When wrong, will you scold me? When lost, will you find me? But they told me a man should be faithful and walk when not able and fight till the end, but I'm only human. Everyone taking control of me. See that the world's got a rope for me. I'm
What do you think?
It was so beautiful.
It was like a
you know,
haunting song.
yeah, it's like my spirit is being lifted.
Yeah.
And it's so sad because like, you know, like when I listen to the song, it kind of feels like a cry for help. Like for Michael to, like, you know, Michael's like asking people that, you know, he's only human, to have that like one person to like carry him, to help him, to like love him, like, you know, for him, and not just because of what he can give, not just to control him. It's like, it's so beautiful and it's so sad, and it's just yeah.
I feel like listening to it now as an adult, I feel like he's talking to God. I mean, I remember as a kid, again, I love this song. This was one of the standout songs to me as a kid. Like it came from like a movie that I used to watch a lot, but Free Willy. But, you know, I mean, as a kid, I just thought of the song as like really good. But like as you get older, you kind of like, you experience more life, you experience more pain, and you experience more of your mortality, you know, knowing that, I mean, as sad as this is, knowing that one day you will cease to exist on this earth, and like, what did you leave behind? And, you know, this song to me, I mean, you know, you and I, you know, we're both Christians, but I mean, like, you know, we both kind of carry God in our life. And as I'm like, we were watching the second video and we were reading the lyrics, I just got into like the perspective of him, not just, you know, I mean, whatever you believe in, that's like, you know, like I feel like he was talking to a higher being, like, yeah, you know,
100%,
like he was talking to somebody out there in a more of like a spiritual sense. There's a line that just absolutely guts me in the song, and it goes like, but they told me a man should be faithful and walk when not able and fight to the end, but I'm only human. Oh my God, like that line just, it breaks me, like it haunts me. And it's so beautiful because, you know, in life we are taught to, like, you know, fight and, you know, be strong, but yeah, at the end of the day we are only human, and life does break us. And you know, I think you could kind of dedicate the song to anybody and ask, like, will you be there? You know, and there's so many like lines in the song that really fits to Michael, especially at like around this time, you know, where he's like, it seems like everybody has a role for me, and it's just like, it's but you know, he has so many roles at the time. He's supposed to be like a humanitarian, he's supposed to be an artist, a singer, a producer, a dancer, you know, he's supposed to help change the world, and on top of that he has all of this like controversy being thrown at him. And you know, like it's kind of like his plea for help, you know. This kind of reminds me of like a prelude to Stranger in Moscow, you know, kind of like what was to come, which is weird because he wrote Stranger in Moscow during the Dangerous era. Like I think it was around 93 he had like first written that song. So I can see like Will You Be There and Stranger in Moscow as like two songs that hit me on like a different level. Like I feel like I'm like not like here when I'm listening to that song. It feels like I'm like in like a spiritual realm, and I'm just like, you know, looking up at the, you know, at the heavens above, and I'm just like, honestly, I'm like seeing the light, and I'm just asking, you know, and I don't want to say God, but like I'm talking to someone with a higher power, and I'm asking like, what is my role? Like, why am I going through these trials and tribulations? And this is like one of his most haunting songs like he's ever written. Like this is on par with Stranger in Moscow.
That is absolutely right. Like when you say, like, you know, he's talking to a higher being, of course, like, you know, he absolutely is, because like the way he just kind of talks about it, it's like the way he sings it, it just seems like, you know, he's like giving up, like he's tired and he wants to be carried. Like he wants, like, you know, he wants someone to look out for him. He doesn't, you know, he wants someone like higher power, because like, of course, sometimes like, you know, like, of course, Michael has friends, Michael has people who looks out for him, but it's very different because they have their own issues, they have their own things that they're facing with, their own challenges. And so Michael is just asking for like a higher power that's gonna, like, you know, unconditionally like be there, unconditionally be there for him, because he's tired and, you know, he doesn't have a lot of strength anymore. And it's just, yeah, it's just, it saddens me. And it's like, it's such a beautiful song. Like, it really is. It's like, you know, it really like it gives like nourishment to my soul.
Yeah. Like, you know, Michael's always been known as a humanitarian. He's always known to like help those in need, but like, who helps Michael when he's in need? And I think that's what the song is. You know, it's him asking, like, you know, I've done everything I could do for my fellow man, you know, and I've helped those in need, and I did it with my heart. But like right now, I'm in pain. I'm feeling chased down by the world. I'm feeling so much hatred and, you know, stress, anxiety, depression. And yeah, like as I said, like I think he's calling out for something higher than himself. So this is one of the most majestic, like divine songs I've heard. You know, it's a very spiritual song, and his voice in it is so subdued, but it carries so much weight to it. Like his vocal range in the song is impeccable. It's phenomenal. You know, I love how it, like, you know, during the verses, it's almost like he's speaking. It's like a sing speak type vibe, and then, you know, the chorus comes, and then it's perfectly, you know, it's perfectly showcased when the chorus hits in towards the end and you hear the gospel choir. It's amazing. And I love when, like, in the first one that we reacted to, you know, I love the live performance because it brings the song to life more. But I love at the end when he's like speaking, like, you know, at the very end, and like the angel is coming down and he has like the children around him, and then he's like kind of crying, and then the angel puts, you know, the wings around him. It's so beautiful because it's like he got his prayer in the end, you know. Somebody sent an angel down to like protect Michael, and it's such a beautiful type of imagery, and I love it. Like that, like I remember this performance as like of what the song was. You know, I had watched the performance as a kid, and it really like touched me. I was like, wow, like this is like some powerful stuff. So again, like this is why like I love the Dangerous album. It just, Michael's maturity and his songwriting and his creativity and everything, like it was at peak level at this time, because he had so much to prove to the world, you know, when he left Quincy Jones. And he stepped up. Like a song like this, you know, the last couple of songs that we've done off of this album, you just see a different like a different vibe, a different type of energy with Michael now.
And this is definitely, like, for me, I don't know, like it feels like more, it's honestly a step up. Like he honestly like topped himself. Like I did not know that was ever possible, but he did, and he does it all the time. It's like his songs always like brings a different feeling, and like this song, it's just a song that, you know, is like, yes, like it's hard, like, you know, it's a song that, you know, kind of hard to listen, but also something that, you know, once in a while you need to listen. And I love it. And
it's a song for the soul. Like it really is. Like this is a song that, again, it's always on my playlist. It's a song that I, you know, will listen to every once in a while when I'm having like a down day or just like a mundane day. Like this song just really transports me. Like it reminds me so much of the feeling I get when I listen to Stranger in Moscow, but this song just hits differently than that song. You know, that song is like Stranger in Moscow. It hits my soul in more of like a darkness, or more of like a darker way. This song, it hits my soul, and like I don't want to say like this
one is more like melancholic.
Like melancholy. I think that's perfect. It's very subdued, and it's very like dreary, and it's a different perspective because it is giving you hope. But, you know, we've all kind of done it. You know, if you believe in something more than yourself and you kind of pray out, you're like, is someone listening to me? You know, is someone there for me? Because like sometimes we need that extra help. But I love that Michael wrote it in that perspective. You know, like he wrote it in a very spiritual gospel type way.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
And it's a very simple beat as well, but I love the beat. Like the beat is simple, but it's very archaic. It's very, I don't know, I get like a, not like a tribal sense, but I get a very like old time ancient vibe to it.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's just something with the drums in it or something like that.
Yeah, it's like it really captures and encapsulates like the, you know, like the first part of the Bible.
Yeah.
Like it gives me that feeling of like, you know, like in the time of Noah, when everything, like, you know, when basically it gives me a feeling that like everything just has to be like, everything has to be run down and we have to start new, a new life, or, you know, start over. That's kind of the feeling that I'm getting. And that, you know, and yeah, this song definitely is like kind of like resting, like, you know, like kind of not like giving up in a bad way, but more like just giving up that, you know, in a sense that, you know, you give it all, like you give it all, like you give it all to God basically. And that, you know, and then a Stranger of Moscow, it's more like just the pain of like what you're going through,
of like walking through earth alone.
Walking through earth alone. And this time is like more like an acceptance that, you know, you were tired, you've done everything that you can, and like you're hoping that someone out there will look out for you.
Yeah, it's almost like a blind faith song.
Yeah,
you know, you're like throwing your pain out in the universe, and you're hoping someone
will hear you
answers
out.
It, or like that. Yeah, so
yeah,
this is like a very like, this is like such a song on a different level. Like this is, you know, and this is actually one of my buddies' like favorite songs by him. Like him and I love Michael Jackson, and we actually came up with our own terminology for like songs that kind of like transcend like sound. It's called Sagental, and if he is watching it, you know, this is like my little shout out to you, but like this is a song that he put on that level that it's not a song, it's something more. And I completely agree. So
yeah,
anyways, this was a very solemn reaction after the Remember the Time one.
Yes.
But, anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching and, you know, subscribing, liking, and all that stuff. You know, check out our last couple of videos.
We really cannot thank you guys enough, like, you know, for being so loyal, for always like staying there. Honestly, I know we keep talking about it like a broken record, but you have no idea to be like, you know, to kind of have this, like to have like subscribers that actually watches us and talks to us, like it's a dream come true, to be honest. Like it's all we really wanted for this channel. We wanted a community, and we wanted like a good community of people that, you know, that supports each other, talks like, you know, very kind to each other. And we're just so happy that you guys are really embracing us and, you know, supporting us in this way.
Yeah, you guys are awesome. So yeah, until the next video.
See you.